Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to another historic video here on Magic Arena. And today we are playing a pretty fun, kind of combo-centric, but not really a combo deck. It looks like a lot of fun. It definitely beat the crap out of the Sparky bot, so, so we're living that dream. But before we hop into today's deck, I do have a pretty awesome announcement. We actually crossed over 2,000 subscribers as of this morning. So I woke up to that, and again, guys, thank you so much. It's amazing. I can't believe we're growing at the rate that we're growing. So, if you watch this video, if you're not a subscriber, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. It's an awesome community. We have a Discord channel also, which the link is in the description below. So if you want to join that as well, that would be awesome to be able to interact with even more of you. And so, yeah. So with that being said, again, subscribe, like, comment, do all the crazy things that help, all those crazy things that help the YouTube algorithm out. Just would be amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, so with that being said, let's hop into today's deck. Today we are playing a deck that I've named Ugin's Forge. So with this deck, what we're trying to do is we are just trying to essentially do like an affinity type thing where we are going to play as many artifacts and as many colorless spells as possible in one turn, and then kill them either by using a big Tezzeret plus or just overwhelming them with tokens. So all right, so let's really just hop into these cards. I've got them broken down into different piles of what they do. So this first row is really going to be our mana acceleration. I do want to point out before we actually get into all of these, this is a 19 land deck, so very few lands could actually drop. There is one card in particular we could drop from this. I'll cover that at the end. But let's just get back into this. I'm just kind of stumbling along here. So these are all the mana acceleration. So we have 4 Renowned Weaponsmith. These are really good because these are going to 2 mana. They actually ramp. This is probably the best ramp in our deck early on, because it's going to power out our artifacts faster, because it does add 2 colorless mana that we can spend for colorless or for artifact spells. We do have 4 Mind Stones. These are really good. Again, it's mana acceleration, and it does let us draw cards if we kind of start stumbling. And then we have Powerstone Shard. This card is really good if we have these in multiples. It's not typically good if we have single copies of Powerstone Shard, but this in multiples, it's gonna it's only gonna tap for 1 if we have 1 in play. But if we have 2 Powerstone Shards, they're each gonna tap for 2. If we have 3 in play, they're each gonna tap for 3, which is 9 mana. So that's really substantial, and just exponentially gets better. So with this second row, these are really our card draw spells. We have 4 golden eggs. These are, again, really just used for, it's a cycling effect. We're going to pay 2 mana or 0 mana, depending on if we have Ugin in play. Ugin's a really big, I need to cover him, honestly, first. He's a 6 mana planeswalker. Colorless spells we cast cost 2 less to cast. That's huge. He does have some other abilities like plussing to take the top card, put it under him, or make a token that goes under the token when that token leaves the play. We get that card into our hand, or he can -3 to kill a permanent that has colors from it. It can't kill like artifacts or colorless, but he's really good in this deck because we're utilizing him for the spells cost 2 less. So again, that's going to make these golden eggs free to play, and we're going to replace and draw a card. Same with the Guild Globe. This is an egg. This is an egg type card also. It's going to come into play. It's going to draw a card. Sleeper Dart. This is kind of like a hidden gem that I found. It comes into play, it draws a card. The plus side, it has a free tap and sack ability, which says target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. So we can actually use this early on to kind of stumble our opponent, because we're trying to play some creatures and some planeswalkers that we don't want them to interact with. And what this can do is this could say, oh, okay, well, your creature that could kill my planeswalker next turn is not going to be able to untap and attack. So especially, it's really good if it has trample and stuff like that. Mystic Forge is really good in this deck. It is meant to cycle like lands off the top, because again, this lets us look at the top card of our library. It lets us cast artifact and colorless spells from the top of our library, like most of the cards are. And it's going to allow us to tap, pay life, get rid of like land and stuff that are sitting on top, which is going to let us just cycle through our deck more and more, faster and faster, and just let us really just get to that explosive turn that we want to have against our opponent. So we do have some enablers, one of them being Saheeli. Saheeli is really key to this deck. Anytime we cast a non-creature spell, we're going to get a -1, or we're going to get a plus, not a plus, we're going to get a 1/1 colorless servo token. So we're going to be generating 1/1 artifact creatures, which is going to fuel some of our other cards. It's going to make blockers. It's going to, prevent us from dying. It's going to prevent our planeswalkers from dying. But then also the -2 ability of being able to target artifact you control becomes a copy of another artifact till the end of turn. So what this is going to actually do is this could turn like a golden egg, which is essentially sitting there doing nothing, into another Powerstone Shard, which could generate more mana, because that would make this generate more mana, and then this would generate as much mana as the other one, and it could just really put us ahead that turn, and we could go crazy. It could also copy cards like Mystic Forge, and Mystic Forge again is pretty cool in the sense that this will let us basically mill a card off the top of our library if we need to do that as well. Or it can copy like a Renowned Weaponsmith. I can make this a Renowned Weaponsmith, tap this for 2 colorless to cast another artifact. Jhoira is a card that I always want to play. She's one of my favorite characters in Magic lore in general, but this version of Jhoira is really good because whenever you cast a historic spell, you get to draw a card. And again, like the screen says, historic cards are artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. So we're definitely casting artifacts and legendaries in the deck. And then since we're playing Jhoira, we might as well play Jhoira's Familiar, which lets historic spells cost 1 less to cast. So you can see the theme here is we're trying to reduce the cost of all of our spells and then just cast everything for free. And then we have the big finishers here. We have Tezzeret. Creatures and planeswalkers have affinity for artifacts. So the more artifacts we have in play, the cheaper everything's going to be. And then the main ability we're using is the +2 to deal X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of artifacts we control, and we gain X life. And then the other big finisher, Ulamog. And this is the card I was talking about. This card does not need to be in the deck. This is a 61st card. I do want to test this because I would like to see a free Ulamog cast at some point. So that's really what we're hoping to do. We're hoping to Tezzeret, hit him for 20 or 30, or Ulamog, and then just kill 2 things and get him to scoop. Well, all right. Well, let's get into the gameplay. Again, we have the wrap up after that, so watch the whole video. This is going to be, I hope, a lot of fun to play, and then we'll talk about what we liked about the deck and what we didn't like. So we will see you guys here shortly. Oh man, so happy Tuesday, everybody. Pretty unsure of how this deck's gonna go, actually. We played a match versus Sparky, and of course that went swimmingly. So, this has potential if we drew an untapped land. Yeah, we're gonna give it a shot, right? Oh my god, more tap lands. Red black. This Reanimator deck? Yeah, definitely Reanimator. Let's just go ahead and get this red land down, even though we don't need it. No, maybe he's stuck on... No, definitely not stuck on land. Plague Crafter, huh? Well... I guess we are gonna... Guess we're gonna hope he doesn't have another Plague Crafter, right? But I feel like they always have another Plague Crafter. They always have another Plague Crafter. Why wouldn't they, right? Why wouldn't they? Alright, so what are we hitting here? Rats, chupacabras. What is this guy's deck, to be honest? No idea. gonna keep this land. We're gonna see what's on top of our deck here. Another land. Well, well, that's good. That's good. All the Ugins are not necessarily good. Let's draw all the cards here. Do we want Saheeli? I think we want to... So, not really sure what he does. Okay, Chupacabra, and then... I guess he has to go at us, right? Yeah. Take us down to 3, and then we have to put something together. So, we will... Then we have to go down to... Really would love to get a... There we go. Let's get us a little bit of an army going. This only taps for... Guess we keep going, right? That's pretty good. It's pretty good. So if we were to... So if we copied... I feel like maybe we have to...
Now?
I think we have to gain some life here, just in case. And then, so I really think we're good at 4 life. Ooh, Ulamog is pretty good. That's a pretty good turn. That's a pretty good turn. We have all of the artifacts at play. That's fine. I don't think they're going to be getting in. So, on the plus side, I think... I think this just gets us there, right? Yeah, good game. Whew! This deck, what is this deck? Oh man. Crazy game. Let's celebrate. Let's hydrate. Let's hydrate together, everybody. Remember, water is life. You need to take in as much as possible, as opposed to those other drinks that you're drinking. Draft Punk. I like that name. I don't know if he actually meant it on a play on Daft Punk, or maybe he's just a punk kid who wants to draft all the time and is going to try this crazy historic shenanigans. I feel like my deck is giving me some interesting draws. We have to mulligan this, unfortunately. And this. Alright, well, we're going to keep it. Get rid of Ugin. And this golden egg. Well, had we known we were going to draw a Mystic Forge, we would have gotten rid of the Mystic Forge. Hey, you're on ramp too. We can make ramp. Alright, so we put Ugin to the bottom, right? Yeah, we did. Alright, so he's on some kind of crazy elf deck, and we're just drawing all of the forges. So we can do this into a forge. And end. Okay, so I guess the plus side is he had to cast that. Alright, I feel like we have like 2 turns to set something up before all of his guys are just going to get way out of hand. Okay, maybe even less than that. He's going to go into play or into the hand? Into play. We do want to draw Saheeli, so... Really wish we had a way of... Yes, we do. Gonna get a couple blockers out there. So he's about to have all of the giant elves, so this next turn has to go pretty well. And if he goes everything at Saheeli, I think we just let it through. I think he should have also attacked with like the Gilded Goose or the Paradise Druid or the Incubation Druid. Yeah, that's fine. So we definitely need a crazy top of our deck here. All right, well, let's see. Get rid of some land that we don't need. Wow, really? You know, for us to only have so many land in our deck. I think we have to hope he doesn't kill us this turn. Because we've unfortunately just, even with these Mystic Forges, we just haven't drawn the right... So I think we have to Mystic Forge during our upkeep. Yep, that's a lot of damage, but you're tapped out right now, so... Okay, well. Saheeli down.
Time to come up with a new plan.
I like how all of a sudden this doesn't exist. Well... Can't cast that. That's unfortunate. Now it does exist. Okay, that's weird. Why can't I play that? Oh, or because we're not in our main step. So maybe we have it. Nah, I don't think we have a chance in hell, but what's his biggest creature? Shocked. I don't think we can afford to shock that, unfortunately. Okay, well, I do like how it tapped one of his larger creatures. Can we survive this? I don't think so. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I do actually think we would have won next turn. Oh well. Oh well. I'm sure I misplayed that somewhere. You guys. Alright, so. Need to ask you guys something. So go ahead and leave the comments below. How often should we be reminding everybody to hydrate? Should that be between every game thing? Should it just be once per video? Baltavi. Right, Baltavi. What are we gonna do? This looks like a keep. I really hope that our opponent is on a deck that doesn't do anything. Michael Comark. Interesting. Really realized the artist name for Ulam. Hey, high alert. I don't know if we can beat high alert. Especially if he has all of the Right, well. Looks like we are definitely going to shock in. And then I think we are going to start on the Saheeli plan. Can't block that. So let's see what we get off the top here in Ugin. So if we were to copy Powerstone, so that would be 2 mana, 3 mana. Can't really do anything. So no attacks. And we just have to kind of hope that they don't hit. Oh, there's the Fae of Wishes. Into the Huatley. So, I think... Oh, we gotta think this through. This is only for artifacts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We take a big chance. But... Okay, so I think this is better. Alright, so we're going to draw that. We will... So I think we are going to... So I want this to become this. That's a pretty good draw. Alright, so he has to have a land. So his 3 cards need to be Huatley, land, and Tetsuko for his plan to work. Okay, so he did not have it. So we are going to be able to block. I'm actually really surprised at how well we have survived this game. And we're going to Ulamog the hell out of some creatures next turn. 1, 2, 3. I think we're going to take 4 here, just in case. So... Alright. Let's cost 0. Mystic Forge costs 1, and this costs 0. So this is all, we're netting mana here, which is good. All right, well, and they quit it up. Good deal, good deal. Wow, okay. Did not expect to beat High Alert. So yeah, so like I was saying the last game, or before it started, let me know if we should be reminding about the hydration every single game. But again, it's just I want it to be instilled into everybody's head that we should be hydrating. Siegmund. How about game? Let us go first. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting us go first. We'll keep this. This is a pretty reasonable hand. Nothing too crazy. You know, as much as I like our Vraska avatar, I think it might be time to change to something else. Okay, so this is going to be... This is going to be a challenging match. One turn off. Come on. Come on, game. Tempered Steel. Pretty hard deck to beat. Alright, well, unfortunately... I do think we'll probably utilize the Sleeper Dart here in a minute. Yep. I think we're going to utilize the Sleeper Dart on this Stone Coil. So... Alright, I like that. I like it, I like it. This game flying? Yeah. So we can actually Ugin to kill the Tempered Steel, which is really good. I'm gonna block that, right? So... You definitely do.
Recklessness and fear are the seeds of disaster.
Let's make a bunch of 1/1s. So he might have to... Oh, he might have to concede because we're going crazy. Oh man, I can't believe we're beating some of these decks that we're beating. All right, on to the next game. All right, looking for another one again. Comments below. Should we hydrate more often? Should we? Should I remind you? Should we have stay hydrated shirts? Need to find a potential graphic artist. I do have some ideas. Umotivo. We go first. Okay, I like this. Playing Luris, huh? What kind of deck are you playing? Really like to hit a Mind Stone here. You are not a Mind Stone. Land. Well. Land, please. Rat colony. Alright, well, that was definitely a land. Alright, so we can Saheeli, copy the Powerstone Shard, have 4 mana available, play a Golden Egg and a Sleeper Dart, and okay. I like where we're at. Do like where we're at. Yep. What? No way. You played a rat colony. I never would have expected that. Alright, so we want this to become this. And we want to... Let's... So we could... Yeah, I think we're actually going to do this now. That way he can only get in with 1 rat colony. Interesting. What does this do? Oh. Menace. That's a shame. Oh, and so he's not playing just rat colony. He's playing all of the rats. I'm surprised at that. So... Alright, so if we copy... Okay. So again, we want this to become this. This copies. Go ahead and get rid of that. So the question is, do we play this or the... I think we play Mystic Forge. Oh, and he scoops it. Scoops magoops. Got him. Alright, well. Oh, man. I can't believe there's people out there that are still playing like rat colony type decks. It was refreshing though, seeing that he had 2 other cards in his deck besides just rat colony. So he's probably playing 4 of each of those, and then the rest rat colonies and land. Altavi. I feel like we've probably played this guy recently. This name sounds familiar to me. Oh, is this the guy playing the high alert deck? have a yoke docs as well, or a... Okay. Well... Really would have loved to have hit a land there. Right, well...
Behold, new wonders.
Bay of Wishes. Getting that Whatley. Hmm.
I know how to stop you.
That worked out a little. That worked out a little bit. High alert, huh?
I'm sorry, but I must tend to my creations.
Curiosity and wonder bathe in ghost fire.
There is always hope.
I'm pretty sure we're making some correct decisions here against this deck, so...
I know more than you could learn. I can create or destroy.
I don't know if I want to actually play this other Ugin. Let's see here. So Ugin lets me... Yeah. So he's going to kill Ugin with his flyer. And again, we're like completely fine with that. So this should be the game. Oh, 0 mana Ulamog is crazy. Alright, well, good game. Alright, well, we're going to give it one more go here. One more go. I think we can get behind this. Love to draw red mana for this. It's the ideal. Okay, well. I think this is better to play right now since it utilizes our mana a little bit more efficiently. Dawn of Hope. Okay. Not gonna throw our cost reducer into the toilet like that. Let's draw, you know, like land or something along those lines. There we go. So let's go ahead and just use this. All right, the good news is, okay, creatures entering the battlefield don't die. Okay. All right, well, how much mana? Yeah, let's go ahead and auto pay. Well, no attacks. Okay, okay. I can get behind this. Aura spells are cheaper. No blocks. All right, well. Draw some cards for free here. Let's generate some free mana. This is going quite nicely. Only thing that would have made this better would have been a Saheeli. Yeah. Good game. Good game. Well, this is quite the combo deck. All right. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the wrap up. And we had a ton of fun playing this deck. So we went 6-1. We lost to a crazy elf type deck, it looked like, and we actually happened to beat a couple decks that I did not think we were going to beat. We played the same person playing High Alert twice, and we managed to take that down twice, which was really cool to see, because if they would have had an optimal draw, I don't think we would have won either of those games. We also beat the Tempered Steel deck, which I did not expect to be able to beat because of how fast and how good that deck is. But really, I feel like a lot of these games came down to, I mean, obviously having these explosive draws or these explosive turns that we were able to generate because of the interactions with the cards. But I was really overall, I think, to me, the most impressive card, and it's not the best card in the deck by any means, but the most impressive card that I think we utilized was actually the Sleeper Dart. I'm glad that we found that card. I'm glad we were actually able to utilize it in the way that it was meant to be utilized. And it really did stumble our opponents sometimes and just prevent them from being able to kill planeswalkers whenever we did not want them to kill our planeswalkers. So, but yeah, other than that, I really do feel like you can go one of two ways with this deck. You could either drop the Ulamog, but I mean, again, that's no fun to drop a giant 10 mana 10/10 that lets you kill a whole bunch of stuff whenever you cast it. You know, the deck can stumble on lands sometimes, again, because it is 19 land. So you could cut the Ulamog and add a land. But honestly, what I would do in this case is I would either leave it like it is and just play it and have fun, or I would remove one Tezzeret and actually just play one Tezzeret and run it like that. And then just, you know, really, if you're playing it like that, you do need to, you know, make sure that you're playing it the turn that you actually can win with it. And then you also have to worry about it being like discarded or exiled along those lines. So you'd have to be real careful. That's why it's typically hard to run a one of whenever you're playing a card that really, you know, works around that card. You really don't want to play one of. But yeah, so I really like this deck. This deck's a lot of fun. It can do some pretty crazy things. You know, you saw me generate tons of Saheeli tokens. You saw me copy the Powerstone Shard. You saw me copy Weaponsmith. I mean, just being able to do just all these different interactions is really, really fun. It might be worth trying a build maybe in the future with Karn, and then building an artifact-based sideboard to see if we can do something crazy like that. But yeah, and I feel like the weakest card in this deck might actually be Jhoira. And I know how crazy that sounds because there were a couple of games where she did draw us a lot of cards, but you know, it may just not be needed. All right, well, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, we hit 2,000. Thank you to everybody for subscribing. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please like the video. Please comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this deck. I do want to remind everybody that I will be announcing the giveaway winners during tomorrow's video. So please make sure you go and watch our giveaway video from 2 days ago, because there is still time to get in. Remember, you do need to be in the US. You do have to be a member of the Discord channel, and you do have to actually comment with that certain phrase that's listed there. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Again, I enjoyed playing it. It's a lot of fun. Give it a try if you have all these cards. So, with that being said, guys, again, thank you so much for 2,000. I hope to make it 3,000, you know, the next week as well. So, all right, guys, stay safe. We will see you guys next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers such as yourselves. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and help growing the community. And a big special thank you to the new Patreons that we have listed here for supporting the channel.